Hi, I'm Ollie Matthews, bodybuilding warehouse sponsored athlete, and also online personal trainer and nutrition advisor. Previously I have done my bodybuilding competitions where I last competed in the UK BFF, London and South East last year, 2012. Currently off season. Going to be competing again in 2014, so I'll start my prep around sort of January, February for the Hayes shows and also the body power shows in May time. Today I'm going to go through a few shoulder exercises, starting off with your lateral raises in order to pre-exhaust the side delts, and then go through bent over lateral raises to pre-exhaust the rear delts. Reason being, a lot of people have the weaknesses in the side delts and the rear delts, where they're working their chest and the front delts take over. So we'll be looking at side delts, rear delts, following by barbell press. We'll do that in the rack from a dead stop, and then we'll look at doing a little bit of work on the front delts, just with a plate, to do front plate raises, hitting all the three heads of your deltoids, and hopefully to help you guys get some bigger and better shoulders. I know it is working for myself in the off season at the moment, so yeah, let's go for it. We're starting off with the side lateral raises. We will be using dumbbells. So the aim for this is to hit the side deltoids. What we're going to do is keeping our chest out, abs nice and tight. I'm just going to pull our arms out, going over to the sides. What I actually tell my clients to do is actually lead from their little finger and try and keep your elbows a little bit higher. Just that way you seem to get a little bit more pressure onto the side delts, a little bit more torque into the muscles. And also imagine you're trying to lift out to the sides, like towards the walls. So grab your dumbbells, say chest out, going all the way out, controlled all the way down, power up, control down. Usually aim for about 8 to 12 reps on the warm-up set, and then go slightly heavier. You should really start to feel it in the side of your shoulders. Really get some width on your shoulders. Ideally, after your warm-up set, you want to take a couple of minutes rest, grab a heavier weight, and you want to be able to do about 8 to 10 reps, depending on what sort of training goals you have. Picking the weight up, if you can get 12, 14, 16, you're aiming for 10. Put the weight a little bit heavier, but the aim is to keep it controlled, keep it in the side deltoids. So let's go for it. So moving on now to bent over lateral raises. You can do it seated, you can do it standing and bent at the hips. You can make sure your core's nice and tight, but the aim is actually just to get your rear delts. A lot of people, what you see doing is coming down, going up, and there's all this movement in their scapula, in their shoulder blades, and what they're actually getting on the rear delts is questionable. I find a lot of times when I've got other people to do it, when I do it myself, first off, actually locking out your elbows. I know people say don't lock out your joints, it can actually hurt your joints. Reason to do it is to get your tricep contracted in the shortest distance possible between the muscles. Keep it in the shortest place. It's actually really weak in that place. So when you're keeping your arms straight, keeping that elbow contracted, don't worry about going up really high. Just go up and out. Squeeze those rear delts on the back of the shoulders, and then control it down again. Once again, I'm going to use, not worry about what weight we're using, just keep it controlled. So holding the weights parallel to the floor, going up and back down, up and back down. Go up until you feel the scapula about to move, then come back down. Nice and controlled. Really stretch, squeeze and stretch, keeping those elbows locked out, taking the triceps out of the movement. It actually doesn't look like using a lot of weight. If we're doing it with the right form, you really don't need that much weight to actually contract those rear delts. Now going into the barbell shoulder press, they're going to be in the rack, coming down. We've got the safeties just lower than where we actually want to be stopping. Moving up, not locking out your elbows, takes the pressure off the muscles, puts it onto your elbows, which we're not going to want. Yes, on the lateral raises, the weight was downwards, so we were locking out to actually get more out of the movement we wanted to do on the rear delts. So this is going to hit the whole of your deltoids. Get it nice and straight, keeping that core tight, feet flat on the floor. Coming under the bar, push up, down to around your chin, and up again. Ideally, the rack will be a little bit closer to the bench. Had to adjust slightly on this one. But a lot of people, I do notice on this, when they're going up, they'll actually engage their traps and be doing that movement. We want to try and keep it on your shoulders as much as possible. So moving up, wait until you feel your traps about to engage and come back down. So as soon as you get to about there, traps engage. So that part of the movement is taking it out of the deltoids. Okay, so finally on shoulders, I'm going to do a front plate raise. Just going to hit the front deltoids. Now, a lot of people will go out literally just swinging a weight up on the dumbbells. Really want to focus on pushing forwards with the plate, get those deltoids in there and squeeze. And with the plate, you're going to hold it at the bottom, but actually, as if you're trying to squeeze in and contract your chest. Hold it at a slight angle, so moving and squeezing. You will feel it in your chest as well, keeping that core tight. Squeeze nice and controlled.